Hi, I'm your 47th District State Representative, Mark Hargrove. Thank you for trusting me to serve the many communities in our district, which includes Auburn, Kent, Renton, Covington, Black Diamond, and Ravensdale. Thank you for watching today. In my last couple of legislative updates, I discussed the budget with you. Just to give you a brief update, the Senate released its budget last week, which has some pretty significant differences compared to the House budget passed on April 9th. The next step is for the House and Senate leaders to negotiate and craft a final budget that will be put forward to the legislature to consider. By all accounts, despite having 105 days to get our work done, the majority party will likely take us into a special session to finish the spending plan. Again, we have this week to take action, so I remain hopeful that we can come together and pass a sustainable budget that does not increase taxes by April 24th. Today, what I really want to talk to you about is education. I was talking with my daughter, who is a teacher at Auburn High School, and she told me that there is a lot of concern about the cuts to the pay bump teachers get for getting their master's degree. I know these budget times are tough, but the promise of the pay increase encouraged many teachers to spend thousands of dollars on additional education. I believe we should keep this promise, or at least do as much as we can to make these teachers whole in the budget. I am also excited that House Bill 1443 is moving through the Senate with some very bold education reform amendments. We all agree that we want the best and brightest in the classrooms, helping our students reach their highest potentials, but that means looking at new ways to ensure that is happening. The bill would allow for a better teacher evaluation system and ensure that the best teachers are kept in schools, not just those who have the most years teaching. My Innovation Schools bill, House Bill 1546, is back in the House, waiting for us to concur with the Senate's changes. The only roadblock remaining is to get certain House Democrats to agree with the Senate Democrats' amendment. While the amendment process has removed many of the freedoms to innovate that were in the original bill, it remains a step in the right direction. It will be a good building block for the future. As a new legislator, I can see how the public feels when they are trying to follow where a bill is in the process and what changes have been made to it. It's not a sneaky process, but one that is complex and in a way that is good for all of us. It isn't easy to pass a bill, and with all the checks and balances, it definitely isn't easy to pass a bill the exact way the legislator wrote it. It takes a lot of strong bipartisan support to have a bill pass and be signed by the governor, and I think that is a very good thing. Finally, my parents traveled from Montana to Olympia to see their little boy in action in our legislature. My father was a state senator in Montana and had some interesting insight into our legislative processes here in Washington State and some thoughts on legislation we are considering. Well, that's it for this week. Please remember that my door is always open to you, and I'm happy to assist constituents with finding information and working with state agencies. Please feel free to contact my legislative office anytime. Thank you for the opportunity to serve as your local representative.